Alrighty, so right now we're on the St. Lawrence. I was making sure the camera was on. So I make sure I protect my arms from the sun, even though it is behind the clouds. So, pretty much out here for the day. I brought plenty of Cliff Bars. I ate before I left the house, so usually when I'm doing a lot of physical activity, I don't like to eat too much. I rather drink. So I brought 3 packs of Leo Hydration, 1.5 liters of water, a water filter just in case I have to drink from St. Lawrence. I'm not worried about it because it's fresh water. And Cheek Island over here to my left still has some, we just say, artifacts and remnants of the old days still on that island. But when I went out there last year with my buddy, it was pretty much had signs saying no trespassing. So, and it didn't look like government signs. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to have to figure that out this summer. So I ain't going over there alone, even though it's right there across the channel. Looking at probably a good hour paddle just to get through it, depending on the current. So again, back to in front of me is part of one of the old roads, and that leads right through an old Boy Scout camp, which is, I believe, is now owned by the St. Lawrence Park Commission. So I don't know if they rent that area out for large groups or not. So I don't know. So I had been there before too, and there was nobody around. The place is taken care of. I remember back in the day when I was an Army cadet myself, we actually went out here and had an exercise, and everything back then was, I think it was really ran by Scouts Canada, so it was really maintained well. It was a good time. Really good. Being an Army cadet back in the day was living in a second home. So I can literally see that road. I could probably go up to it, but I don't know if there's going to be any people there. I actually adjusted these foot stops and my legs so far. So, if you're on the water by yourself like I am right now, I'm not that far from shore. I'm not going to say stories through, but I'm far enough away. So if I do happen to capsize, I can get back to shore no problem and track myself. But if I have to recover on the water, I did get training when I was back again in Army Cadets as a kid, where we actually had to flip our own canoes and get back into them ourselves. But we actually had a buddy canoe with us, because at that time we were getting prepared to go on an actual weeks-long expedition, and we needed to know that training. When it comes to kayaks, I don't want to say it's easier, but I don't think it is. So it does capsize. I do have a piece of marine grade cord here to the side of my boat. I can throw over on the other side, pull it over, and jump back and throw myself across and attempt to get back in. If I can't do that, then I'll have to swim back to shore. Technically, I should be closer to shore just in case, but I'm going to do that now. The only reason why I came out so far is because there was a group of girls beside me, and I didn't want to trash them. I also got to keep an eye on these waves because they're getting higher. Here. Actually, you know what? I head straight toward that road. I get the feeling on the way back she's going to be a fight. Normally back when I had my other YouTube channel, I never really bugged people for likes or subscriptions. If you want to subscribe. Like the video. I'm a weekend warrior. I'm going to go out and paddle. If I don't forget, I'll press record. If I go out on my bike, my pedal bike, I don't really know what I'm yet. What I'll probably do is load up the bike, come down to Gano Park, start my journey from there, or go out and pay the $12 for a day pass, park at the parkway, and explore the bike paths up there, which I've never been on. Which I might be doing that this summer too. I'm going to be doing it this summer too. It says I only get a week off at a time to do stuff. I'm going to push the short. It's picking up. watercraft experience comes from canoeing. I know kayaking is a bit different because you're sitting on top and not really inside of it. Ooh, here's a nice one. Oh, if my buddy's watching this, don't give me shit. This was your idea. Back up behind. Yes, that's what I was saying. So I chose to sit on top kayak is A, the lighter and more stable. I don't want to sit inwards. I feel like I'll probably be confined to it. I don't want to be confined to something. That's probably why I don't bother getting canoe. Now, I don't have to wear a life jacket. I choose to. I'm just going to have it in front of me, but I'd rather not do that. Since I'm a person. Ooh, is that true? Is that that's garbage? I don't know. Is it? Oh, it's a goose. It's a white goose. I grab the camera and turn around, but I don't want to reach for that. Next thing you know it, I'm in the water. Normally I would, but since the water is pretty rough right now, I'm not taking a chance. So we're gonna get up here. I'm gonna check the GoPro battery, get some water into me. I'm gonna make my way back to where it launched, but I want to go around that corner. That's the old part of the old roads. Part of one of the old roads to the old Mill Rush days. So you can see it goes all the way out. Of course, there's more toward the parkway. If I think right around the corner might be the next one, but that's where Avamore Beach is. So we have Gino Park and Avamore Beach is Downmore. I chose to go to Gino Park because this is easier to launch from there. And this road goes right through and back down into the water. But like I said before, if the footage is not junk, the old Boy Scout camp is here, which is now owned by the St. Lawrence Park Commission, which they still maintain it, so that's a good thing, right? A piece of local heritage. And as you can see, look at that, there's sailboats out here. So when I leave this area, I'm going to have to go by the shoreline to avoid that. And you guys can see where we started off over there where that gravel rock wall is. So we're not really that far. Of course, there's more paddlers there too. It's just the water is starting to calm down there, but yeah. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes, give it a little bit, let everything calm down. I'll bring you guys back and we'll go from there. Okay. So as I sit here, I hear a lot of voices behind me. I can turn around. Okay. But yeah, there's a bike path over there too, right? So. I don't want to have this off too long because my head got burnt this weekend. So I'll recuperate from that. Make sure I tighten this up as I do go over and I'll use my sunglasses. And then she's all wet. Whatever. I do have 4 self-bailing holes in this boat. That's why everything's wet. And this will dry off. Actually feels kind of nice. If you're wondering where I got my hat from, I actually bought this at a paintball event during my paintball days. PRZ paintball before they closed. And I think I got 4 of them for like 20 bucks. And the guy was closing his business. It was all metal syrup stuff. I'm like, I'll take it over. So I bought 4 for all my four buddies. I bought one for myself. I bought one for my buddy Matt, my buddy Josh. And I bought one for my little boy, but he doesn't like it. So Daddy has 2 now. Oh well, never mind. These are very versatile hats. I'm pretty sure you can find them on Amazon, Temu, or whatever. Oh man, this sailboat's getting awfully close to the shore. Dude, I hope you can see the green behind me. And turn your vessel. There it is, guys. I hope he turns that thing around. Okay, there he goes. And you keep an eye on him, make sure keep an eye on him, make sure he's good. We got you, bud. So that's telling me water on the other side of this. Turn. Nope. Making a call there. Got my skill set. Head back this way. Sit close to shore. So if we do, when this happen, I'll grab my cover your line and pull. We're encountering rough water out of nowhere because we're on the water. We can change in a heartbeat. You keep that in mind too. It's the best thing to do is do not panic. Stay close to shore. Concentrate on what you're doing. Leave the damn phone in your freaking dry bag because we're just not a distraction. I'm trying to turn toward the shore. It's probably back over here. Stay closer to the shoreline. Hey man, you want to help paddle? Got into a Canadian goose. You're going the wrong way, bud. There's a bunch more of them too. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. So there was a kayak there with two ladies on it. We were just taking a smoke break on the looks of it. I think they're okay because it is very rough out here today. So let's see what that looks like. The water level is pretty low in this area. It's very almost pulling. I wanted to go further, but I didn't think it's going to get this rough. So I'm going to continue the rest of this trip one day. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I do want to get to the St. Lawrence Parkway. So, Longview Parkway, the launch out there. And apparently, when the water's low, you can see the old ruins of the old buildings. The previous village that was flooded there in the 50s. Fun fact, my father was born out there. So it's probably a lot of, when my father passed away in 2009, I was just a young man, he was 23, and I'm 40 now, I'm going to 41 there in a few more months. So that trip I plan on doing has a lot of, let's say, sentimental emotion behind it, which am not going to take a note for an answer. Oh, there's a lot of rocks here. I'm going to be doing a weekend thing, all of that, probably in August. I saved up some paid time off at work. So I do got a few things planned for the summer. I expect a video every 2 weeks. They usually won't be long. I can't really put out a video every week like some other YouTubers. Just can't do it. I do work a 9 to 5, like I said before. My first videos to my family. This is what I'm talking about. Look how calm this is. Compared to the other side. It's crazy. So I'm gonna leave the video off there, guys. And like always, with the short, take your adventure. I'll see you guys down the trail. Take care till next time. Hey guys, go check out Freedom Adventures kayak rentals. They have multiple locations throughout the SDNG. All the information is provided here in the description below.